yeah. I know you're all going to say I'm in another sappy, old school mood. And you would be correct. I'm in one of my better moods tonight. But I want to get on another subject here. There's so many veterans out there that I have met and talked to, and most of them are male. I do not mean any of you who are male disrespect, but I want to tell you how much even more amazing it is if you are a female. Now, there are 3 females that stand out right now to me because they talk to me almost every day, and all 3 of them are veterans. One veteran is an up-and-coming star that I'm going to do everything I can to promote, including on our website for Fight for Our Freedom, because I believe in her, I believe in her story, I believe in the trauma she's went through in her life. I know she's probably listening right now, and her name is Deanna Wheeler. We started talking in the last few weeks, and I would say that she's simply an amazing young lady. She's a United States Air Force veteran, and she's been through a lot. She's a single mother of 3. She has had more trauma than you can count. She has had more bodily damage than you can count from being in the military, and yet she served our nation with pride and distinction and decided to sign a blank check for your and my freedom. If you're listening out there, Deanna, I'm going to play your song as the next song. She's a country singer, and I believe that all of you really want to hear her song, so I'm going to play it next. This second is a young lady by the name of Esther. She's my age, and I decided to select her to be the second half of my security team when it fully comes into effect, when I fully run my course at speeches, when I fully run my course to do the right thing for this nation and run for office. No, I did not stutter. I have a 20-year plan. For all of you that don't know, my 20-year plan is very simply this. In 20 years, if all the veterans that I know and love still support me, I will run for office. You're going to ask what office, and I'm going to ask you one simple question. Who is Trump? And that will be your answer. Many of you will think I'm crazy. Maybe, but I doubt it. There's a goal. Everybody has to have a goal, whether it's reachable or not reachable. There has to be a goal. That's my goal. My goal is to reach America, reach to the top, never stop, because the sky is no limit. When you hit that goal, you need to do all you can for the people you love. Number 1 people I love is veterans and allied veterans and police and first responders. So let me get out of the way when I run that the first thing in my first agenda is to protect them at all costs with vengeance and terminate with extreme prejudice anyone who opposes them. Now that I've made my position clear, thank you, Esther, and thank you, Deanna. Number 3. Here we go, and I know you're listening. We're going to say Kirsty, and we're going to stop there. I'm not giving out last names except for Deanna's because I want you to find her. Kirsty is a 10-year Australian veteran with an amazing dog by the name of Harry. This young lady has went through more hell and endured more and still is enduring more than you can imagine. She has severe PTSD. She's had days where she hasn't wanted to be around and called me. I've done all I can, and I will continue to do all I can to save her. If she was in a boat that was sinking, I would do all I can to use my own life to float her to safety. Please understand where I come from. I would die for any veteran if I had to. I spend almost every day talking to her, Esther, and Deanna, off and on in rotation, it seems like. And lately, I realized just how amazing it is to go through all the crap that we guys deal with, especially in Australia. They give even more crap to women for just being a girl. That's crazy. That's stupid. She served 10 years for her country and for ours. It doesn't matter what country she's in. She served red, white, and blue. She's gone through more ECT therapy than I could count. ECT therapy is where they shock your brain and give your body a seizure to make you forget things that you don't want to remember. Now think about how dangerous that is. I can't count how many times at least 20, maybe 30, maybe even 40 that I remember since we've talked. And this is what they endure for you, for me. I want you to understand that tonight and realize just how sacred these people are. As we move on to now, a little bit more. We are now 7 years past my inception into the free world, and at the fourth quarter of the first game. Where do we go when all is lost and freedom has taken its downfall? Once again, this is something I wrote today. Once you lose something, it is often near impossible to retain it again. Tonight I broadcast in 2 parts because my heart must always remain decent to all Americans regardless of difference, and because I wish to dedicate an episode to our allies. The first one being tonight for Australia. As Americans, we often walk by like window shoppers, looking into a window, and gaze as we pass by them in time. When the time comes for change, all this while we sadly have been staring through windows when we should have been looking in a mirror. When we finally find the mirror we seek, most often we find it has already been shattered. We then stop and say, where do we look now? The answer is clear, America. Look inside your heart, for it is the real mirror which best reflects yourself, your true self, without breakage or transparencies of any kind. This is where our country must follow the path of heart and self-consciousness, or we shall all perish, for freedom is now endangered. It was a little something I wrote today, because quite often I write things that hit me. And now we're going to move on to Deanna and her song. This is Deanna Wheeler, and I Can Lie. That was Deanna Wheeler, and I totally apparently have screwed up again on my lovely little voice because I had the microphone at the top of my computer screen and totally freaking forgot. Alright, so let me start backwards to the beginning. Okay, who you just heard was Deanna Wheeler. She's a United States Air Force veteran. and she served our nation. There are 3 veterans in my life who are female continuously that I talk to: Esther, Kirsty, and Deanna. These 3 veterans are the most amazing veterans. It's a big blessing when a veteran serves. That's any kind of veteran, but it's even more expensive. Good grief. Especially special when this veteran is a female. You see, they're doing a job in a man's world that isn't easy, and a lot of us guys give them a lot of crap. So now that everybody can hear me, so I'm being told, because of my screw-up, let me go backwards. What I want to say is that episode 13 is of why does United Korea affect you? I will restart my speech that I wrote today because, of course, you couldn't hear me either. Thank you, Kirsty, Deanna, and Cassidy for giving me an update on that, because I totally went... Now, why does United Korea affect you? Hope and freedom are now endangered, ladies and gentlemen. We have a long road ahead of us, and a lot of it is quite scary. As we stand at the bridge of inequality and ask, why have we not passed the hate and injustice already? We are now 67 years past my inception into the free world, and at the 4th quarter of the first game. Where do we go when all is lost and freedom has taken its downfall? Once you lose something, it is often near impossible to retain it again. Tonight I broadcast in 2 parts because my heart must always remain decent to all Americans regardless of indifference or difference, and because I wish to dedicate another episode to our allies. That episode tonight will be broadcast for Australia and Kirsty. As Americans, we often walk by like shoppers, looking into a window and gaze as we pass by through time. When the time comes for change, all this while we sadly have been staring through windows when we should have been looking at a mirror. When we finally find the mirror we seek, most often we find it has already been shattered. We then stop and say, where do we look now? The answer is clear, America. Look inside your heart, for it is the real mirror which best reflects your true self, without breakage or transparencies of any kind. This is where our country must follow the path of heart and self-consciousness, or we shall all perish, for freedom is now endangered. What I'm trying to say here is that we need to support those who serve much better than we ever have. We often take all we can from our veterans. Retirement, as of 2018, it's only 401k. So if the stock market fails and a veteran has served 30 years and they put all they had into it, guess what? Oh well, no big deal, right? Wrong. The reason I entitled my company Fight for Our Freedom was very simple. I wanted every American to join hands with me and fight for those who serve freedom. It does not have bounds. It does not matter what country. If you are a veteran or a police officer or a first responder, that means you save lives, you're part of the freedom chain, and you are one with me. Currently, we cross into 6 countries: Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Australia, Israel, and the United States. Sometimes I fuddle. I'm human. I make mistakes. But the one place I never seem to make mistakes is love. I always spread all the love I can for those that serve, because they get it so very few times. I see so many people say, thank you for your service. Now, veterans are always humble and say thank you back. But how many of us truly spend 5 to 10 minutes to ask them how they are and ask them what we can do to change their quality of life? How can we improve what they're going through? How can we show them a little more love than the next guy? The answer is clear. How many veterans can't afford to rent or even own a home? I know for a fact that in America we have over 200,000 veterans. I can't tell you how many in our Australia. I'm sure in a few